Hey, this is Susan Egan, Broadway's original Belle in Beauty and the Beast and the voice of Megara in Disney's Hercules. And you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Wonder Boys, Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Lee. And they are a real slice.
Jumbo, everyone!
Harambe!
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. We are artistic buffs talking about Disney stuff. And this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us for this episode. We have a hot take for you. Hot. So hot. Hot tub. We discuss 3 Disney characters that we can't stand. And look, this isn't your typical polished, practiced, pixie dust and Disney podcast. No, sir. We are not in the parks every day, standing next to you, reciting every Disney pre-show spiel out loud, word for word.
That's right, Kev. We're here to drink, talk some Disney, and tell you about which Disney characters drive us cray-cray.
But we don't want to drive you too cray-cray, but we still want you guys to listen to us every day.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'm Eli.
And Lee. And remember, if there's a character you want to see, make sure to book that trip with me.
Yeah.
Ooh, so look, guys, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's get it on with this hot take.
All right, guys. So, as we said in the intro, this one we're talking about which Disney characters drive us crazy. And this idea is brought to you courtesy of my daughter, Lily. This was her idea. We were having brunch one day. And as often we do, we talk Disney things. And we talk a lot about characters that we like and rides that we like. And she was like, yeah, what characters do you not like? And I really had to think about it a bit. And I thought that would be appropriate little fun little conversation for us to talk about here, because I'm sure y'all have never thought about it like this before, right?
No, never thought about it once. But I know there are characters that I don't like. But
Yeah.
But this is about them being like, not so much as characters you hate, but just ones that just
You can't stand.
slightly
They irritate you, they annoy you. And that's why we're going to start with your number one character. You know,
right
because,
off the bat.
Right.
Uno.
Yes.
Oh.
That's where the majority of the hatred is focused, right? Or the annoyance or the
Annoyance.
whatever it is. That's the guy that gets you, or the girl. And then after that, you kind of back off a little bit. Yeah, I don't hate the second one as bad. And the third one, it's okay. So let's start with our number one. Who you cannot stand.
From the top.
Which Disney character can't you stand? So let's see. Let's go with Lee Lastavica.
Lee Lastavica.
Screaming Goats. Just kidding.
But it would
You
be good.
love a screaming goat.
I like the Screaming Goats.
That's
I
your
like
wife's
them.
nickname for you in the bedroom.
Oh,
Hey! She just
Oh.
grabs on. I'm going to make you scream like a goat.
Oh, man.
Take you to Valhalla, baby.
I'll show you my major or whatever that hammer's called. What's the hammer called?
Mjolnir.
Stormbreaker?
Yeah.
Stormbreaker.
Bring Mjolnir.
Neil
with me
Breaker?
tonight.
Lee, is she worthy?
That's a good name.
Oh, she's worthy. She put it in her hand like that.
Oh.
Oh, every
Yeah.
time, huh?
Did it make your look smaller when she...
Mas pequeña.
Oh, looky the
Little jalapeno.
On a stick.
It's small but spicy.
Like a serrano.
Spicy.
All right, Lee, tell us
What's up, Dad?
The
Is that
Scoville
from the
units
top?
are
Whatever.
huge.
who don't
man.
you like in the Disney universe?
Who can't you
Who can't you stand?
Let's go with Sid from Toy Story.
Really?
Sid from Toy Story.
Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, I mean, the dude he's sadistic, he's ugly, he's socially awkward, he experiments on toys. I mean, this kid is just a serial killer in the making. I mean,
Damn.
thank God that Woody, got to him or we'd be reading about him in the paper somewhere.
But couldn't you say that you're not supposed to stand Sid, and that the point is Sid?
Yeah, but I mean, like, okay. So truthfully, this was kind of a little bit of a hard exercise because it's like you're kind of supposed to hate the villains,
right?
But you really don't, because a lot of them have like some kind of a charisma, or there's something interesting about them, or
they're so good at being bad.
Yeah, they're really. It's hard to hate them. I mean, yeah, of course you root against them because they're the bad guy. But you know, Scar, do you hate him? No, you kind of are like, yeah, I get it. You know, the little kid would get on my nerves too, and I can't believe he's going to be the king, and I'm over here hanging out with the hyenas. You know,
well, you know, it's kind of like what Wreck-It Ralph would say. He's like, I may be a bad guy, but I'm not a bad guy.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Kev.
Yeah,
I like that.
But you know, Sid is just terrible. I mean, I think it doesn't help either that he reminds me of a certain relative in my family.
Oh,
triggered! Off with
triggered!
Damn.
You need to lead off with that then. There you go.
So,
did he take any of your action figures on your shelf and just...
Or does it look small in his hand, too?
Oh.
Okay.
So tight.
That got spicy.
Habanero levels now.
You let yourself off with
We're raising
the
those Scoville units on this podcast.
You know how this show works. You know how the sex joke. They're taking that all day.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but that's Sid to me. It's like the guy just no redeemable qualities whatsoever. Yeah, so Sid got my number one.
Number one was Sid. So Sid, okay, I can see that.
Yeah, he was
I thought he was good at what he was there to do. Eli, what you got? Who can't you stand?
Number one.
Yeah.
I'm going with LeFou from the live-action Beauty and the Beast movie.
Josh Gad.
Yes.
LeFou?
Yeah, that was too over the top. Like, the crazy part is that I knew we had this exercise. I was like, well, let's look through this and that and the other. And then I was like, let's search inside yourself and then figure out what part was like, that didn't make any sense. Like, that didn't need to be there. And he popped out.
You reached in and yanked out.
I think that those protest too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like
you like LeFou?
No, I think Eli's hiding something from us. Like on the deep level, he really likes LeFou.
Wait, so what? I'm confused about it. So what did you not like?
I thought specifically that
you didn't like his brew, right?
I did not like his brew.
I don't like his brew either.
But I can't put that on Josh Gad. I got to put it on cartoon LeFou.
Okay, fair enough.
I never really watched too much of the cartoon version. I just know we had to do a review of the live action version, and that character was just too over the top as compared to the cartoon version. And I remember us all going in saying,
okay,
that was annoying.
But I guess what we're trying to say is I'm trying to save you from yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, because when you say over the top, and LeFou is kind of represented as a gay character.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you mean?
He's not
exactly.
Yeah, good Lord. I forget it. That was my number one.
That's your number one.
Okay, we're not going to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, we'll just walk away from that.
We don't talk about
LeFou. Okay.
Wow. I didn't know it was a thing.
Really?
I mean, I just remember us seeing the movie and we just be like, this guy was trying to steal the show. I didn't think it was whoever he is fine, but it was just you know what I'm saying? Like it
on
was
your face, like
too overdone. It was just that's all I'm saying. It was too overdone. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's a little too much.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. That's cool. That's totally cool.
All right. Well, Kev.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
All right. So my number one is it's kind of obscure unless you have kids and they watch Disney Channel a lot, which mine do. And we said Disney character, and there's no doubt this was a character created by Disney as part of a Disney sitcom on television. Mm-hmm. And the character that aggravates me the most, that I can't stand the most, and the minute I hear his voice or he pops on screen, I just want to just like slap the dude, is a little character kid by the name of Petey Goldfinger.
Petey Goldfinger.
Fetter, sorry. Not Goldfinger.
Goldfetter.
Goldfetter, yes. And so this is from the TV show on Disney Channel, Casey Undercover, which Zendaya is part of. Okay, I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but I have kids young enough that they love Casey Undercover. No. They love Zendaya, and because they love Zendaya, we watch the Spider-Man movies and all kind of stuff. So
who doesn't love Zendaya?
Yeah. So we watched that. It's constant repeat. I think I've watched the episodes like 10 million times. But every time Petey comes on, I mean, his mother is aggravating too, but not as bad as Petey. He's one of those kids. He comes over, and there's this little robot kid named Judy that they have, because it's KC Undercover is about a spy family, and they have a little kid that's a robot. But Petey doesn't know there's a robot. But he comes in every time, and his entrance is always like, "Hey, Judy!" He speaks like this, and it's just so aggravating. He's loud and obnoxious. Neighbor.
Okay, that would do it. That would do it.
And every time I hear his voice, it's like fingernails grating on a chalkboard. I just like, Petey. I don't mean to make you bleep this. Shut the f*** up, Petey. That's what I want to say. But he's aggravating. And he's not only one of those aggravating sounding neighbors, but he's also one of those that always snoops.
So he's like the Urkel of Disney television?
Yes, but worse, because he's always like,
Worse.
Judy, there's something wrong with you. Like, oh my God, I saw you take your head off. I'm going to tell Mama, oh my God, this is not, you guys are not right. I'm going to report you to everybody. That kind of he's like the nosy neighbor kind of kid, and like tenfold. His mom's like kind of like that, but not to that. But she doesn't aggravate as much as Petey does. And Petey is just, he's always suspicious of Casey and her family and all that kind of stuff. And he always wants to rat him out. He's just, and he always just walks into the house like, he owns the place. I was like, dude, you don't even knock, as a neighbor, you just freaking knock at least, But, oh God, he just, it's Petey, just,
Damn you, Petey.
Damn you, Petey. Yeah.
I hate him already, and I have never even seen him.
Watch a clip of him if you dare, and tell me you don't like the kid.
I don't want to.
I just can't stand him.
Well, is the actor been in any other thing?
I've never seen him at all in anything else. Yeah, so Petey Goldfeder of KC Undercover, television series that was on Disney Channel, that's now on Disney Plus. You can watch it in reruns. Can't stand that character. Can't stand it at all.
Yeah, you sold me, man.
Me too. That voice kind of put it over the top.
It's every single damn time I hear it. It's worse than the goats.
Man,
I don't know. Goats I don't know.
I'm gonna have to listen to that because I totally could put the goats.
I might need to adjust my least favorite Disney character of all time after hearing that.
Yeah, worse than the goats, huh?
I think the sound of his voice is worse than the Thor goats.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so that's me, man.
All right.
So what about you, sir? What you got?
My least favorite Disney character of all time is so named because never in Disney history has a character represented so much evil. Never has there been such a soulless, shameless, ruthless cash grab as in the form of Duffy the Disney Bear.
Oh, man, I almost made my list. He almost made my list.
Dude,
please explain this.
I cannot stand this bear because anybody with two eyes just looks at him and says, I don't get it. It's a friggin' teddy bear. There's nothing uniquely Disney about this character whatsoever. It's Build-A-Bear 101. And so you're just saying, like, what's the freaking big deal? Oh, well, it's not just any teddy bear. It's Mickey's teddy bear. And then the kids are like, well, I got to have that because that if it's good enough for Mickey, I want that, Mama. And it's like, well, wait a minute. Oh, since when does he have a friggin' teddy bear out of nowhere?
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. Granted, I don't know how old he really is. I mean, but he's portrayed on screen as being old enough to drive a car, old enough to date, old enough to run a theme park. Minimum, he's in his 20s, I'm thinking.
What are we talking about?
Are you
Duffy the Disney Bear.
Are you familiar?
So,
just in case if anybody's not familiar with Duffy.
Okay, I will explain.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please. So, one day, we show up in Epcot, and there's a gazebo right smack dab at the entrance. They make sure you see this. And you walk in, and there's a character taking pictures, and immediately, whenever there's a character in a suit taking pictures, kids' heads turn, and it was a frickin' teddy bear in a sailor's outfit. Just imagine any teddy bear in a sailor's outfit, and you're like, what the hell cheap-ass Disney Channel crap are they trying to sell now?
Right.
And you're not really quite sure what it is. Well, what it is that Disney decided, again, they want some of that Build-A-Bear money.
Get it.
Want to cash in on some of that mall money.
Get it.
They went ahead and mass-produced a teddy bear with various outfits and clothing that your kids could buy while in the parks. And they just made a Mickey's teddy bear. And so they put little meet and greets around so the character can get a picture with them. And so now they get a picture. Now they know Duffy. They feel like, oh, Duffy was cool with me. He high-fived me, Mommy. Can I have him now? And it was just a shameless cash grab to get at your wallet.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had never heard of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah.
yeah, to give it a little
Sure.
more.
I mean, wasn't he in Japan first though?
Well, that's what I'm about to explain. It's like he in 2002 he was at Walt Disney World for the opening of Once Upon a Toy. You know that store, right? So Duffy the Disney Bear came to be for that particular opening of that store, which is a store in Disney Springs now. But then eventually he was brought to Aunt Peg's village at Tokyo Disney Sea, and when it crossed over there, the Japanese just absolutely fell in love with the Disney Bear, and that's where he exploded. And then with that popularity, he came back over here, and then it kind of started filtering in to the U.S. parks. But yeah, it started here in Walt Disney World, exploded over in Japan, and it came back over here.
And then, and it wasn't good enough to just sell you Duffy. After a while, they're selling you Duffy's best friend, Duffy's sister, Duffy's second cousin,
his mom and
Duffy's
them,
car mechanic. They're selling you everything.
His sidewalk
Buffy
mechanic,
and Fluffy.
Right.
Buffy the Fluffer.
Complete with costumes that you can dress them all up into. So it's just a money racket.
Oh, wow.
And they did all this by kind of using Mickey as the gateway drug to get you to Duffy. Like, you like Mickey, don't you? Well, if you like Mickey, then you trust Mickey and his taste in teddy bears. And if you got a teddy bear, who wouldn't want Mickey's teddy bear? Duffy. It's like if you would watch all those old 80s sitcoms and stuff like that, and all of a sudden some cute young character would show up out of nowhere, like, hey, I'm watching the Cosby Show, and who's this little girl coming in? Who's this Raven Simone character? And she's saying all the cute stuff and doing all that. And that's what it was like. We're going to inexplicably add this teddy bear out of nowhere just to kind of cash in on some youth dollars.
See, I didn't realize it was supposed to be Mickey's bear, though. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be Mickey's bear.
And was that from the get-go, or did they kind of work that into the story?
No, that was always, I want to say there was two origin stories, but both, one, Mickey was going on a cruise or something like that, and so Minnie made him a teddy bear, and the teddy bear kept him companion and became his new best friend or something like that, which I'm thinking, well, damn, I guess Pluto sucks.
Pluto, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Why not sell us Donald's rubber ducky or Minnie's baby doll or some? It was so shameless, really, and it didn't last. It's not around today, at least not here. I think it's still be
still
going
in Japan.
on.
Yeah,
in Japan.
It's really popular over there at
But
Tokyo Disney Sea. Yeah,
parents just finally said enough of this. You're not. No, there's enough stuff that I've got here that is cool, that we'd like to get our kid a pirate shirt or Haunted Mansion Ghost, something like that. You're not selling us on a non-existent freaking bear that y'all just made up,
right?
When we could have just gone to Lakeside and paid $19.99 as opposed to the $35 that you want to charge us for this stupid bear.
Yeah, because they had a Build-A-Bear at the downtown Disney in Disneyland. Because my kids got a Build-A-Bear there. And so, yeah, I remember when this first came over, I'm like, what the heck? Mm-hmm. And so just because we're the Magic Our Way and we like talking about backstories, I have the official backstory, in case you're curious, of the Disney Bear from the Walt Disney Imagineering website. And so this is how the story goes, Lee. And mind you, this was after he was used as a promotional item for Once Upon a Toy. Mm-hmm. Went to this, he came back. So this is the particular story goes like this. When Mickey Mouse the sailor, based in Cape Cod, was leaving on a long sea voyage, Minnie Mouse made Duffy to keep Mickey company during his travels. Minnie presented her a hand-sewn bear to Mickey in a duffel bag, which is how Mickey came up with the name Duffy. That's how Duffy came to be.
That's not creative at all.
No, it is really stupid. And look, and I get it. Like, if you want to say, yeah, but all the Disney characters are merchandise and the plushies. Yeah, but at least there's something to connect to. There wasn't like this character was ever on screen, ever in a cartoon, ever in any of this stuff. You showed up one day and he was everywhere.
Yep. Boom.
And good luck getting out of there without getting harassed by your kid to buy them a Duffy.
Did your kid get a Duffy?
No. I refused.
Boom.
That was not happening. Not on my watch.
I feel that passion.
Yeah.
No.
I feel it.
No Duffy.
I recognize evil when I saw it. Like, in the pantheon of evil, there's Michael Myers,
Yeah, it's kind of like
Hannibal Lecter, and Duffy the Disney Bear.
what's that bear in Toy Story in the second one or whatever?
I take Chucky. If my kid wanted a Chucky,
You take.
and that thing might come to life and kill.
I was gonna say.
I would still rather it over that damn bear.
Wow.
That's saying a lot, man.
Getting stabbed as opposed to paying somebody.
I know.
Duffy, you terrible.
Duffy.
Oh Lord!
Oh, that's good, man. All right, yeah,
So
he
that
almost made
is-
my list. That one almost made my list.
I think I made a pretty good case.
No, I think so.
Why that
I
is
think
the
so.
most evil,
wow.
terrible, can't stand, hated character. And like everything is a distant second to Duffy for me.
All right, there
All right.
you go. I like it.
All right, so let's change up the order here. So let's go Eli number 2.
Eli number 2.
All right. So this might sound crazy, but I chose Baby Groot as my number 2.
Baby Groot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am Sprout.
Here's the thing. So Groot in the first Guardians, right? I get it. I am Groot. That's what the character says. But it did stuff. It saved the team. It had some moments. And the second Guardians wasn't all that good. I gave it a shot, but I mean, Baby Groot was even more useless. And kind of to your point, it's like it's another cash grab. But the character itself is useless. It doesn't contribute anything to the movie. Doesn't contribute anything to the franchise. It says the
I see
same
that,
thing
yeah.
that the adult one says, but with a smaller voice. And it's just like, hey, I can't figure out something to. It's made to look cute, but it served no purpose.
You say that as Baby Groot is right there in your shirt. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah, I know, right? But
know
I
what?
like the other Guardians.
No, what you talking about, me? I can see what you're saying because it worked at the end of the first Guardians when you see the little Baby Groot and he dances. It worked and it was awesome.
Yeah.
But then when you see it in the second movie and he's dancing, you're like, okay, it's cool. But by the time you get to the end where he's trying to explain to him which button to press, and he's like, I am Groot. And he's like, no, that's not what I just told you not to hit that
do
button.
it. Yes.
It was getting
was
a
getting
little
annoying, yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely no Baby Yoda.
No.
Baby Yoda could do stuff.
Yeah, but then, I guess that's the thing there, right?
Yeah.
Is that, like, you killed a character off, and then you say it's coming back. So I liked the character before you killed it, but now I don't like the character now that you've reincarnated it.
He's got to go through the growing stages now.
I guess so.
He's gonna be adolescent and whatnot.
And maybe as a father, maybe there's a part of me that says, you know what, having to see a kid grow all over again is annoying to see because, you only want to change diapers once in your lifetime, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you don't want to change that potting soap too often.
No.
Yeah. The soil should only be moist one time and then,
Moist!
Yeah.
Moist.
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 All right,
So
right,
that's
Kat.
my number 2, yes.
All right.
that's your
Let's-
number 2.
You go next. We'll mix up the order a little bit.
All right. Yeah, my number 2 is going to be Jar Jar Binks.
Good
Yeah.
choice. I was thinking about that too.
Nicely done.
Can't stand Jar Jar Binks. I went back and forth if I should put him on the list. I'm like, you know what? He really does aggravate me, and he's nothing more than kind of like a cash grab, if so to speak. Only because he was, I guess he was trying to appeal to kiddies and stuff. And the way he speaks just bothers me. And you say we gonna die? It's like, shut up.
He did sound like he belonged on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, didn't
Oh
he?
my god, that's like, man, even in the cartoons and even in anything else, and
cartoons?
it's like, in the Clone Wars, it's like, Jar Jar, no, I don't, no more Jar Jar.
No, I watched
I'm
Phantom
done with
Menace
Jar
a while back, like a good while back, and I can totally see how he just knocks you out of the movie. I mean, everything he does is like dumb luck, so he serves no purpose again.
Yeah.
And
He gets his tongue stuck in the little the coupling
electric thing, yeah.
the couplers.
Yeah, and I get it. I get it's for comedic effect, but he's not funny.
Yeah,
He's not funny.
I would give
He's
you
not-
that.
He doesn't make me
He's
laugh.
not funny.
Well,
I don't think my kids laugh either when they see him.
You know what?
No.
He was so annoying. I thought about putting him on my list, but I said nope. I would duplicate someone else's list. So I'm glad I didn't.
I got
Yeah,
you. I got you all covered.
Yeah, that's definitely the same thing. Like it was almost should be the number one on everyone's list. It's just too easy to say Jar Jar almost. He was definitely like my honorable mention because he's worldwidely known as the most annoying Star Wars character for sure.
See, by the time I saw Phantom Menace, I'd heard how annoying he was. That by the time I saw him, I'm like, well, he's not as bad as everybody says he is. And thankfully, they didn't bring him back after that. So I think he had like a cameo in 1 or 2 of the movies or something like that. And this is, by the way, nothing against the voice actor. I'm sure this guy tried 80,000 voices, and they were like, what was that one?
Right.
And
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're
So
going to do
go
what
with
your
that.
director tells you to do. So it's nothing against the voice actor who does it. It's just, I mean, the
but
character,
how much money you think he got from Cameo?
Oh man,
The voice is Jar Jar.
I'm sure he's still on there, huh?
I would.
Is he really?
I think he was.
Yeah, he originally. That's why I threw it out there. He originally was when we pulled up.
Oh, I didn't know that. I totally would have bought a Jar Jar intro.
we were thinking about doing that a long time ago for your Kevin appreciation episode.
You are listening to the Magic Our Way podcasting.
Right, but then we were like,
Try doing that now. We just got voted one of the most annoying.
Exactly. I was like, man, good thing we didn't pick that.
I heard your podcast, and you can go yourself.
You's a guy's the #1 suck on my list. You's a bum bad.
Oh man! All right, so I'll go number 3 then, I guess. All right, so my number 2 character. Never before has a character completely taken me out of the mood of what I'm watching and reminded me that this is not really happening, but this is all a TV show. And I even had to look up her name because I didn't know it. Pelimoto. Pelimoto is what I believe her name is. And if you don't know who that is, well, thank the Force!
Oh, that's her?
No, that's not. No, that's Sharona's sister.
Sharona's sister?
My Sharona's?
Remember on Mug?
Yeah?
When they did the thing.
I'm not talking about her real name.
Oh, my
I'm talking
Sharona's?
about in the character.
Oh, that's the character's name? Oh, okay.
The Force!
Sorry, I had to. Yeah, that. Yes, okay.
My Sharona's?
She sounds like she should be waiting tables at Mel's Diner.
With that hair.
Yes. Exactly.
What's the real name? What's the character?
I had to look it up.
What?
Pelimoto.
Oh my God!
A mechanic in Mandalorian.
Because I was gonna say the actress, she looked so good in when she was Sharona's sister in Monk, and then I saw her in that as what you say, Pelimoto. I was like, that don't even look like the same woman. She looked worse. They did that woman wrong.
Well, yeah, and again, nothing against the actor or the actress, or
right?
Whatever word that makes you feel comfortable. Nothing against that person. I'm sure she is doing what she has been told,
directed to do,
would make it work. But every one of her deliveries is just nails on a chalkboard, irritating. Her jokes are just surreal about how she once dated a Jawa and they're just so furry.
So furry. So furry.
That scene with that awful scream when she's in the air, when the friggin' what do you call those rickshaw looking I don't know what it was.
Rickshaw.
Where it was like there you go. That's really all you need to play.
That's annoying enough. Yeah,
Yes.
that's.
I mean, there have been other bad performances on that show. Like there was that bounty hunter I think they had at one point in time. That was just the actor was god awful.
That dude,
Right?
Yeah,
But that was the last you saw of him, and he died, and that was it. And thank God, she just keeps coming back, and
Like the Godfather.
Yes, I cannot stand her.
and I agree that she should be working at Mel's Diner with the hair. I just thought about that frizz. Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah. And she again, it's another character that doesn't really serve a purpose.
No,
And the show, if you think about it, the Mandalorian is like, hey, look, I got a problem. Help me get apart. Let me take care of your baby. What about I can't go off a ship. Oh, I know somebody. Go talk to them. Like, no purpose. Just
It's like a video game, right? They help you move along in the thing.
yeah, but
You
it's
go
like
visit this guy, and he's like, "Oh, I'll get you anything you need. Go this way. All right, go on your adventure."
right, and you don't like them anyway. So it's like do something, like have some relevance. You know,
Yes.
how are you a lady that deals with the junkyard of scrap stuff, and then when someone needs something to build a ship, you like, I don't have those parts. It's like going to AutoZone and then be like, hey, I need a carburetor. or
Oh, but
whatever.
it's Nubian. It's very hard to come by. Nubian.
I don't have it. We call parts, but we don't have that car parts.
We'll do a game of chance. You can win it. Nubian.
She just exists because they don't want Baby Yoda in that scene. They're like, okay, we need him to go to some prison planet. We don't know what to do with the kid.
We need a babysitter.
We need a babysitter.
Need a babysitter.
Pelimoto, hey, come on.
I got so caught up in your story that when you said that's who it was, like, no, what are you talking about? That ain't the actress. But yeah, I totally got the man.
God,
you
I
got
love
me
that. That's
good.
our Star
You
Wars
got me
segment
good.
intro.
That boy, you got me good
I
right
love it.
there.
I think she's Jar Jar worthy.
I
I
would
really
think
do.
So, yeah,
I
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
All right, Lee, what is your second least can't stand character in Disney universe?
Number 2, Lee. Number 2.
I'm gonna go with Chick Hicks.
Chick Hicks. Kachuga.
Kachuga.
Yeah, I mean, of course, he's like the rival for Lightning McQueen, and Lightning McQueen is kind of a jerk. But
He's Batman.
Eventually, Lightning McQueen, he sees the error of his ways. He learns to be a little more humble. But Chick Hicks, through every movie, every time he's in the show, he's just continues his assholery into every movie. And he's loud, he's brash. Like, have you ever met those people that think they're funny, but no one else thinks they're funny?
Yes.
That's Chick Hicks.
Yeah, all the time.
Like, he's like, oh, yeah, he throws some insult out and, like, thinks he's really got you. And he's like, no, you didn't get anybody. You got yourself. You're an idiot.
Lee, go look at every one of our
Chick Hicks.
negative reviews. That's exactly what it says. Think they're funny, but they're not.
Well,
we're all Chick
Well,
Hickses.
Yeah.
I'll be the most annoying person to them, I guess. And maybe that's the point, that he is that annoying.
That's
I think so.
I was gonna say it's the second time I think you've picked somebody who who made you feel hatred, and that was their job to do, right?
Yeah. Again,
Kachuga.
maybe I can't stand the fact that he continues through this story, this character arc through every single movie, and just like, come on, dude, just get out of here already.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, But just remember, man, just like Wong said in the multiverse, strengthen your minds. You ever notice how passionately he says that? But anyway, I digress.
Okay. Well, Kev,
Yes, sir.
what is your third?
My third aggravating character, and he's way down on the list.
Way
I-
down.
I couldn't think of anybody else.
This
to be worse.
is like really getting below.
Yeah, he's not as aggravating as the first two that I mentioned, but he's like, he's kind of aggravating me just because of how he is.
Okay.
And this comes from the world of Wreck-It Ralph,
Okay.
and that would be Gene. Gene, the head of, and maybe the rest of the tenants.
Oh, was that the little itty bitty
Yeah,
guy?
the little guy with the mustache.
He
so a little
wasn't.
angry.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you pretentious little son of a man. Who cares? Man, just let him have a piece of cake, you asshole.
Yes.
It's his birthday too. Why do you gotta act? I mean, Fix It Felix was cool with it. Why you gotta make a scene? We're all trying to hear in that party, trying to have a good time, brother. Let us have a good time. But no, you want to be a dick.
Yeah, he was unnecessarily a snide little dude.
He comes around at the end. He's like, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph's gonna be good friends with you because you were a dick to him the entire time.
Yeah, exactly.
You, man. Freaking.
I love
Gene.
your vigor, Kevin.
Yeah, but that's what this does, man. These are people you can't stand.
Can't stand.
I mean,
you're
brings
supposed-
that anger out.
Yeah,
of
you're
you.
supposed to like him because he comes around at the end, but it's not enough. It's
Not
like,
enough.
really? He saved your ass, and now you're going to like him now? You're going to give him a piece of cake? You're not going to give him chocolate because he doesn't like, I mean, it's like, come on, dude. You little pretentious bastard.
Oh man!
Jeez, man. Gene, yeah.
Wow.
And I guess the rest of the tens, and I can't make judgment on them because maybe they're just following Gene, but
Yeah.
so Gene has that power over them. But maybe screw them for having weak minds. Strengthen your minds, as Wong would say in Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, Gene is not a fan. Not a
I
fan.
get that.
Not
I
a
get
fan.
that.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, no, I like that. That was just kind of a sneaky one. But yeah, no, I remember watching that movie and being like, dude, that dude's being unnecessarily a dick. Especially that one little scene, like, at the very end, is like, well, where's everybody? It's like, here, you wanted the penthouse.
Yes!
Like, just such a jerk about it.
Yes!
Like, when Ralph is at his emotional lowest, like, but I didn't mean for any of you, like, yeah, who gives a shit what you meant?
You might as well just spit on him, right?
Exactly.
Forget you.
Maybe if you would have let the dude have some cake, we wouldn't be in this situation. Yeah, no, I'm with you. No, he was screw Gene.
I'm watching this. I'm watching this again,
dude. Like,
Lord.
I might want to put Gene in here.
Every time because my kids, we watch movies all the time, and I guarantee you, when we leave for a trip tomorrow, that's one of the movies that's going to pop up. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to hear Gene, and I'm like, pow, right in the kisser. To the moon, Alice. Go! That's right.
Oh, man.
All right, so my third character. Now, I kind of mixed it up a little bit, and this wasn't even on purpose. So my first character was a Disney character. My second character was a Star Wars character. This one's coming straight from the MCU.
Oh.
So,
curious.
If you hated Iron Man 3.
Which I did.
Yes.
We know. Yes, we do.
And one of the reasons you hated Iron Man 3 was because of the Mandarin.
House party.
Yes, I did.
And the way they do that bait and switch kind of tactic at the end.
Yes, I understand.
I'm an actor.
Well, there was a character in the MCU universe that was even worse than that.
I think I know where you're going, but I'll be quiet.
I am talking about Ralph Boner.
Oh, yes. Love it.
Now I know you're going.
Other than Ralph Boner. And for those, do you remember Ralph Boner?
That's Thor's buddy.
WandaVision.
No, not Thor's buddy.
No, WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Which one is Ralph Boner?
Quicksilver. The brother.
But not in the Disney Marvel universe, a different Marvel universe.
They introduce him, and you get all excited because you're like, oh my God, they're bringing Quicksilver back.
Yes.
And they're incorporating the X-Men from the other. He was the first character before Professor X showed up in Doctor Strange or anything like that. He was the first character from, I guess you would call it Fox's X-Men universe to show up. And that character came with it a bunch of excitement, and you were like, oh my God, now we're going to start to see how they incorporate the multiverse into this version of the MCU, and everyone got all excited.
We got hope with X-Men.
Right.
Yeah, one of the coolest scenes, that Quicksilver character.
Right. Yeah. And even if he was just acting like some brain-dead surfer dude, you still were like, yeah, but this is all going somewhere because everyone is acting phony in this little funky town that Wanda's manipulating, but you're going along with it, you go along with it, and it all just comes across. No, he's just some random dude that Wanda took over, or Agatha. I can't even remember who took him over. But no,
one of those people.
His name was just Ralph Boner.
Yeah.
He wasn't Quicksilver. He wasn't anything special. Nope. He existed to just get your hopes up and just to drop him down,
squash him.
Mean nothing. There was no come over from. It was just a stupid little joke.
That's a good one, Danny. I like that. I like that one. Yeah, it's a boner joke.
Yeah.
That's a really good one, Danny.
Yeah, that was good because that was really obscure. I was like, oh, I thought
it's a year and a half ago when this debuted. Yeah.
I still remember it because that was one of the things that was keeping me holding on is how they're going to pay this off. How they're going to pay this off. The X-Men are coming. The X-Men are coming. The X-Men are coming. Nope. Nothing. Still haven't seen anything, well, except for Professor X showing up, but still haven't seen anything that gives us...
even if they would have tied that in, it's like, this is like Quicksilver from 818 or whatever the universe that Professor X... I would have been happy with that. But no, they didn't give us any of that a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Back in January 2021. I remember, that's a good one, Danny. I love it.
Thank you.
That's yeah. I was so disappointed. Those guys.
MCU. I know, man. It's killing. It kills you.
All right, Lee. What you got? What is your third?
My third is actually two.
Two?
So that means
you got twins?
You got four?
Two.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Two for the price of one.
Oh.
Zach and Cody.
Oh, boy. You just spoke to Eli's heart just now.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I mean... honestly, it really could just be anything. There could be just so many from Disney Plus, like
Disney Channel. You mean? Yeah,
Disney Channel.
Disney Channel. Yeah.
That's So Raven,
Zack and Cody.
Sunny with a Chance.
Oh my god! You claimed the title
I love it.
with Zach and
I
Cody.
love it. No, you're
No,
right. I've seen those. I can't stand them either.
Yeah,
Oh, you're right.
They had a hotel, and they had a cruise ship. It was friggin'.
How old are you guys?
I mean,
Oh man!
I really don't think I would ever punch a kid, but if I had to punch a kid, I would punch Zach and Cody right in the face.
Which one would you punch first, Zach or Cody? Because they can feel each other's pain, so don't worry.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
But if you could choose which one to punch first.
I don't even know. I really got to look at them in their later years because as they got older, they got even more annoying looking. But, oh man!
They would make
Yeah,
cameos
like-
in other Disney Channel shows my girls would watch, and Lee, I feel that one.
You
man.
punched the mischievous one. I don't remember which one is which, but that's the one you punched.
The mischievous one?
Yeah, that's the one you punched. One of them was like really reserved, but oh my god, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
That brought Eli back.
Yeah, it did. My daughter loved that show ridiculously. But like, can we put on anything else? Let's
Anything
watch.
else?
Oh no!
Let's watch the news. Let's watch cooking shows. Anything else? Like, no, I like this. I was like, oh my god,
I avoided
like,
that one. Yeah,
You've totally like tested my love of children. Like, oh my god,
that's awesome.
You spoke to me with that one. I got it. I got to admit that it was highly annoying.
No,
Yeah.
that was like that's the first time Lee didn't pick somebody that was trying to be an asshole.
Yeah. When they were on that boat, I was hoping there was like an iceberg somewhere. Just, oh my god.
Iceberg hole.
Can I just take
Zach's on the door and Cody's in the water.
water? Yeah.
There's not enough room for both of them.
The whole show was bad, right? Because then they had a mom. The mom was like some terrible actress, and so she or a musician or something like that. She couldn't pull nothing off, and like, can I just take his too? Because like, man, I'm traumatized.
You want to
now.
take Zach and you can
That
take
was,
Cody?
oh my god, you're right, though, Lee.
I remember,
Good
yeah.
choice, Lee.
That's a good one,
Oh
Lee.
my god,
I just figured you'd put in the entire cast of High School Musical.
you got it. That's it. Magic out. Show's done. Oh man.
All right, what is your 30?
That was a tough time. No, I'm just saying that was. I'm still getting over that right now. I don't even know if I could top that with what I had.
You don't have to top it. You got to speak truth.
I know. Well, so here's the thing. I don't really know what the name of the thing is because I just didn't want to look it up, but it just annoyed me that much. In Shang-Chi, there's there's the, like you said, there's the Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Mandarin has a friend that looks like a big, like, turkey, but it doesn't have. Have you seen Shang-Chi?
He has
I have
a big
one.
turkey.
You know that weird thing that it just flutters and it makes noise and it got him through the maze.
You mean the
and
actor's buddy, the pet?
the pet?
Oh,
Yeah.
so not the fake Mandarin you're
Not
talking
the
about.
fake man. I mean, the fake Mandarin is annoying, but
But the fake Mandarin's little buddy
pet,
that he has.
yeah, that-
so not the real Mandarin.
not the
the fake Mandarin has a little square-looking pillow thing with wings.
Yes, and it
yeah.
just flooded. It talked to it talked, but it didn't talk. It just
Yeah.
made these weird noises. It was completely superfluous to the movie. Like, oh, you were a fan? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not a fan of it. It's like, I just
You
Vision
felt-
is just a pillow.
I just wanted it. I just wanted someone to cook it and serve it at Thanksgiving. That's kind of like what it looked
Ooh.
like to me. Because it was. I'm sorry.
It doesn't look appetizing to me.
I didn't think. And this might sound bad, but I just thought.
You're talking about the one that played dead with him, right?
Yeah,
He's like, oh, I'm just playing dead, and then they joined him.
enjoyed it, right?
Okay, I know you're
I
talking
mean, it
about,
looked like a turkey. It looked like a turkey get out of the store. That's what I thought of it as.
I thought it was a marshmallow with wings.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I'm remember. I'll have to look this up.
I'm trying to look this up right now. I'm like,
I thought it was
don't
like
even
a pillow.
remember this.
Yeah. Well,
Now, granted, when I saw this, we were in New York and we had just got in, and then it just released on Disney Plus. So I kind of watched it. It was late.
I would. Okay, let's put it like this.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, now I remember this.
Yeah. So I guess.
Like it was nothing but butt.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, I remember.
It was
Yeah,
yes.
butt on
yeah.
one side, butt on the other side, and wings.
and to,
Stuck in the middle with you.
and to be fair, like
Yeah.
I thought Shang-Chi, like in the beginning of the movie, I was like, oh, because I like martial arts. I like all those martial art movies and
I
stuff
do.
like that. I was like, oh man, this is wicked. Like I was like, man, they bringing this back. They got all this cool stunts and stuff like that. And then yes, they brought in the Mandarin, fake Mandarin. I was like, oh, why you gonna do this to me? Then they brought in the chicken butt marshmallow thing.
the six-legged chicken butt thing.
Yeah, and then they
Morris.
That's the
That's it,
same.
Morris. I remember that.
and they made this character an important part of the plot, which I was like, no. It's like, why? It's just, I don't know. It was just a very abstracted thing to have. It was something that didn't talk. It just did its thing. And I thought it kind of brought down what the integrity of that movie would be.
It looks like a broke ass Pokemon.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it made the movie weirder than it already was. It was already a weird movie. But
Duffy the Disney butt.
yeah. I found that annoying. I was like, damn it. Like, come on.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can totally see that. Yeah, Morris.
All right, man. Well, that's a hell of a list. I mean, there's a lot of annoyance on that list. Does anybody have an honorable mention?
I do. I have an honorable mention.
Okay.
I'm going to say Ogagara.
Oh, God.
Because she's never there. Yeah, from like her freaking cantina.
Cantina, right.
Because she's never there.
Exactly.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, just that character.
Remember, you would ask cast members, where's Oga? Oh, Oga ain't here.
Yeah.
So, like, they named the cantina Oga, but there's no representation of Oga.
There's no Oga, yeah. I mean, you may see it in comic books or
like
whatever.
you go to Doc Ondar's, well, there's Doc Ondar. Where's Oga?
Where's Oga?
Yeah, why can't Oga grace us with her presence?
She's sleeping.
So, I mean, she doesn't...
She's selling us $25 drinks. She could at least...
Yeah, I guess that's the only reason why I can't stand it. It's like, man, I don't need that kind of legend. I mean, she exists. I mean, granted, she's ugly as hell. If you look at the pictures of Olga, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. Unless you deliver me a quality drink or quality snacks, fine, whatever. But come on, man. I don't need it. No.
Not much.
I mean, this was mostly just for Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
I mean, they have some comic books that are based on Galaxy's Edge, but yeah, this was a character for that.
I can see that being,
I
see that being an annoyance. Anybody?
I had two.
Okay.
Well, actually, because of what we saw last week, I would definitely put those goats in there, like Lee said earlier. That makes total sense. But other than that, Mater.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, man, come on.
That'd be fair.
Well,
hey, man, I gave you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But the honorable mention, it didn't make the list.
Didn't make the list?
I can see that. I can see how Mater could kind of be
he could
aggravating.
be.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think he was that aggravating in the first one, although he had moments where it was a little much.
A little much. Yeah.
By the second one, I
the
could
second
see wanting to send Mater to the scrapyard. I could see that.
Yeah, put some sugar in his gas tank.
Yeah,
Yes.
and that's coming from a guy that drives a beat up truck. Just so you know,
He has a Mater.
Yeah.
Mater's one of those characters like is good in small doses, but when he becomes
The
like
center
a
point.
part of the actual movie,
Yeah.
then it's like no.
Well, that was our complaint with the second one, the second Cars movie, was that
Yeah,
he became
it's
the
much
center of it
Yeah.
all, and that was the problem. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's your other one? You said you had two.
No, the goats was my first.
Oh, the goats.
Yeah.
Okay. The goats and Mater. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Lee, any honorable mentions?
I mean, mine was Jar Jar, so
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Jar Jar was your honorable mention. All right.
yeah.
I'll give you two on my end. One that y'all probably don't know. Second one y'all do, more than likely. The first one, I don't know if you ever watched Tron Legacy, but I was a huge fan of the first Tron.
It's a long time.
It's been a long time. That's
Yeah.
how bad that movie was, because there's never any need to watch it again.
Nope.
There was this weird David Bowie looking character. He was like across from the villain from Hudson Hawk with Jim Carrey's Riddler in Batman Forever.
Ew.
And his name was Zeus. But he also went by Castor or whatever it was. He was like a nightclub owner.
Castor Troy.
Yeah, something like that. And I mean, he does all this cane twirling and dancing during his whole fight sequence. He's just so annoying. And he's like a nightclub owner that is just so over the top, extravagant in every emotion and every sentence, and just takes you out of the movie so much. And it was at that moment that, like, I was already teetering on the edge of Tron Legacy. It was at that moment where I'm like, man, they just took a great movie I liked in Tron and just messed it all up. See,
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of him right now. But
Yeah.
I could totally see that.
he was awful.
I don't remember him, but yeah.
Second honorable mention I'll give you is, and again, I'll be interested to know who recognizes this name, Tia Dalma.
Oh, Tia Dalma from the Pirates movies.
From the Pirates movies. You take a beautiful actress.
That's what I just remember for him. She's
Yes.
strapped to a pole and she's like, and then Whirlpool.
like she starts off, she's like this voodoo queen, and she's helping to bring Jack Sparrow back from the other side and everything like that. And you kind of think you know who she is, and then inexplicably we just come to find out that she's this imprisoned form of a sea goddess. But you don't know. They don't really tell you about that until the third film, and then now she's in a love relationship with Davy Jones. And leaves him stranded. Like, she's supposed to meet him on land because he gets 10 years at sea, 1 day at land. And she stands him up, which drives him crazy. And so they imprison her. And then all of a sudden, the whole battle culminates to, we need to free Calypso, the goddess of the sea. We need to free her. And so they free Tiadama. And she grows into this 50-foot woman.
All right.
Turns into a bunch of crabs. Who then crawl off into the sea and make a whirlpool, and that was it.
Yeah, it's just flushed them down the toilet.
That was the whole point. Like, I didn't understand what her role was. It was kind of just, man, the whole movie kind of hinged on her.
That's a good one.
And then it just nothing.
Who hurt you?
Oh, my God.
Who hurt you?
That's
a good one, Ted. Yeah, I forgot about her.
Yes.
But, I just remember her just freaking
Davy
out.
Jones. I'm under the sea.
Look at the French. Oh, look at that crab. Whirlpool. I remember we saw that movie in the theater. And was, right? Because we saw it in the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Yeah, what is this? I'm done.
That was wild.
Like, you wait for this badass thing to happen when they release her. You just turn to the crabs, and the crabs jump in the ocean, and there's a whirlpool, and she never factors into it ever again.
No, she's done.
I bet you know, Cajun Chavez, he had like a good pot boil. He'd had them crabs up there ready for supper.
Oh, that would have been delicious, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, we would have cooked them up right.
That's some good seasoning.
I'll give you another honorable mention of a character I can't stand, but this is like kind of a unique one. Just like, because there's just one aspect of this character I can't stand, and that would be the bride in the Haunted Mansion. The voice of the bride in the Haunted Mansion. There's something
about it
that makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Can't quite know. Visually, visually, stunning. Great effect.
Don't know what it is.
Something about that.
You know what though? But that was an honorable mention.
It wasn't honorable mention. You're right. Didn't make the top three.
No.
Yeah, don't worry. Cracking the
That's right.
top three.
Well, Danny, man, thanks for putting this together. This was awesome. This was fun.
No problem, man.
And look, guys,
and thank Lily, because it was Lily's idea.
Thank Lily.
Lily's
I appreciate
awesome.
it, Lily. Thank you for coming up with that idea. That was a great discussion. I'll be curious to know what her three were.
Thank you, Lily.
Well, look, guys, we want to know what your three characters in the Disney verse that you can't stand. It could be anything, as you can tell, from Marvel to Star Wars to Disney Channel, whatever you want. Shoot us an email, man, and we're going to tell you how to get in touch with us in just a little bit.
And we didn't even touch on that Country Bears movie.
We didn't.
A whole bunch of characters you can choose from there.
Oh, boy. Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that discussion. We'd love to hear what you think as far as your aggravating characters from the Disneyverse. Look, MagicOurWay.com is the way to go if you want to find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Also, to get in touch with us to share your opinions, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com, or you can call or send us a text message. Yes, I did say text us at 1-815-MO-WEEKEND. That is 1-815-
Mo-Weekend
669-4226. And of course, we have a couple of guys that do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli Does Things with Comics.
Hey, Rob Liefeld here. Deadpool, Cable, X-Force, Domino, Marvel Comics, Image Comics, all of it. You guys, what is up? Eli Ivory. What a great name. Eli Ivory, comic guru. I'm here to talk about you. I am here to say, check out ivorycomics.com. That's right, you. Check out ivorycomics.com. ivorycomics.com. If you're not doing that, you're missing out. You're missing out. The Savages comic cannot be beat, cannot be surpassed. You need to check it out, experience it for yourself, and you know the story. It's all about the glory. Congrats to you. and all the magic that you're making with your Ivory Comics, Eli Ivory, comic book guru. Check out ivorycomics.com, comic book guru, Eli Ivory, the whole package. Deadpool said to. Do it. ivorycomics.com right now. Liefeld out.
Oh, man, thank you so much for that, Rob. And just like you said, when you check out the Ivory Comics website, you get to see all those good products that are out for sale. And there's a link to blogs and interviews, and, of course, a link to this podcast so you never miss an episode, so you don't know what we're going to talk about, what might drive us crazy, what we might love, what we're going to do. You get some synergy right there, so you can check out some comics, and then get a podcast right behind that. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. So go ahead, support all of that stuff. That's what the love's about. Facebook.com, I'm right there, Eli H. Ivory. As long as you're a real person, nice to meet you. But if you're a bot, don't want to greet you, because that is annoying.
Yes.
That is annoying.
Can't stand it.
Can't take it.
No.
Right. So Project Geisha has a Facebook page. So Facebook.com/Project Geisha. You can check out the updates I have for there. Instagram, I'm right there, eIvory504, posting up hearts and likes and comments here and there. And, of course, on Twitter, I can be found at Hancock10166. So if you appreciate the madness, then you just bring me the gladness. Thank you very much.
And if you want to book a vacation to Tokyo Disney Sea to get your own Duffy the Disney Bear, or maybe you just want to take a trip out into the middle of the ocean so you can see Tia Dalma create a whirlpool with a bunch of crabs, or catch crabs from Tia Dalma, whatever floats your boat.
She that good?
Not good
I don't know.
I liked it.
not good as to catch crabs.
No. Do it through Lee of Magical Moments Vacations. Lee, tell them how to do this.
All right, give me a call at 832-431-1621. That's 832 Turkey Butt. 832-TRKYBUTT. You can email me at lee@magicourway.com. On Facebook, you can find me at facebook.com/Lastavica Travel. That's LASTOVICA Travel. Instagram, you got a friend in Lee Travel. And on TikTok, you got a friend in Lee. And if you do any of that, we'll get you hooked up and booked up with no.
Zach and Cody episodes of Vika.
In addition, there are so many ways to support the show as a whole, and you can find them all on our website, magicourway.com. Plus, if you want to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way. There you'll find 6 awesome tiers to support this show. Any way in which you can support us is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome in the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohegans, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
I have every intention